Oh, hi there. Hi there, my fellow Traitors. Hi, my fellow Traitors. This your girl, La Kiki, Miss D. See that is. And I'm coming at you, coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. It's a traitor. U.S. winner. Soul survivor. Because I got to clip these other hoes out of here. Yeah, I've been wanting that since last. I got to take my hair out because it made me look like Big Back of Notre Dame. And I ain't got time for that. Y'all, excuse my other videos that I haven't posted yet. I just finished editing the second video. Because your girl work is demanding. YouTube is my part-time, you know, love to talk, love to have fun on YouTube. And it's like my venting diary. It wasn't nothing more than, sorry, trying to fix my neck. It wasn't nothing more than my venting diary, really. I didn't know it was going to turn into like, ooh, I like to react to this video, this, that, and that. This is like Bad Girls Club, reacting to Bad Girls Club. Actually, I like it on this side of my shoulder. What y'all think? This side or that side? Okay, I'm gonna keep it on this side. But I had to get my clothes. I was like, I want to get my Traitors clothes so I could be a part of this. I've been wanting since last season, but I was like, I'm gonna do it for the next season. And then I didn't know they was there going to drop 3. I forgot all about this, the Traitors coming up. I was like, dang, that went by quick. So I was like, let me order it before the Thursday night drop the 2. But yeah, excuse my videos. I just have a legit packed up, booked and busy life. So I have to get to it when I get to it, honey. But I did already edit the second one. So the second one will be dropping right after I finish this 4 and it's 5 up. And then, you know, whatever strength I got left in me. I will try to drop that 3rd one as well. And then obviously Friday is going to be the 4th and the 5th one that I edit and post up on my YouTube channel. Okay. And I might drop little snippets and stuff, part of my video to my TikTok, social media, because you know I got to get that one and popping as well. But yes, let's get into this Traitors. Episode 4. It said, cut the head off the snake. A fiery mission results in several players up for murder. There is a big swing at the round table. Who would that big swing be? Would it be Colton thinking that he's got it dead to rights to Tiffany because she befriended? I know y'all gonna get me for my other videos by saying 2 things that was, I don't know, like I said, just charge it to the game, not to my heart, because it was late. And I kept saying, accordion slip, accordion. I'm like, accordion? It's like a record, like accordion slip, Freudian slip. You know, these words slip, see? Slip all the time. So I did the Porsche in a different way. And then I kept saying Michael Rapaport was Ian Rapaport. They said Ian so much in this daggone video in the 1 through 3 videos. I swear, if like Ian name was trending on TikTok everywhere, everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, X, formerly known. But anyway, the Twitter, formerly known as, X, formerly, I said it right. X, formerly known as Twitter, everywhere. I bet you Ian was, and Michael Rapaport as well. But yeah, and Congo line. If I hear the Congo line one more time, y'all, it ain't that deep. Like already, RHAP, Rob Cesternino, already said that I wasn't even thinking about Candiace at the time, you know, putting her with that. I was just like, okay, she been wanting to do this, and I know she been talked about wanting to put the conga line together or whatever early in in the day. And so when it happened, I just felt something, you know, I just felt my spidey senses. But when I said, oh, did you start the line? And he was like, okay. I think he was just in deep thought some more about like who could possibly be the one to use her Congo line as a plain sight, you know, murder in plain sight. But then he said when he went back to his room and he thought about it, he was like, if I see her at breakfast in the morning, if I survive, then that's when I'm gonna have to start looking at her closely. And he still probably wouldn't have like been just running and tell that. He probably would have still remained friends with her because he knew that she was friends with her. I mean, with him. I mean, yeah, she knows that was a friend. So why would I ruin my friendship? I'm gonna just be a traitor angel until I know, build up some more facts on her, case on her, and then vote her out at the end. So that was smart on him. So yeah, y'all, they blowing me. Everything I seen, she talking a little too much. She talking a little bit too much. You did like I'm doing right now with this whole intro, and I ain't even press play on the. That's the hubby right there. I ain't press play on episode 4 yet, but yeah, I just wanted to get to, because I wanted to make some TikToks about it, but I was like, I don't even want to get these hoes the energy into responding. It's just like, why is always like, you're being loud, black girl? I'm sorry. And yeah, I said that. Like, oh, the car. Yeah, every game is like, dim it down. Didn't we already say in several speeches of these past few years, we ain't dimming our light for no hoes. We gonna be what we wanna be, and we gonna say what we wanna say when we wanna say it. You ain't gonna dim me down, and I ain't supposed to play cute background, wall paint in the back. No, that's not me. I'm Candiace, effing Dillard-Bassett. So, I'm not about to dim my light for nothing. You looking at me all crazy. I'm not about to dim my... Sound personal, looking personal right there. I ain't about to dim my life, and I can't see you, so you can go. I can't see you, but yeah. So it's just like, shut up, shut all the way up till you reach shut the mountain till you can't reach no more, and then when you reach that, still shut up some more. Okay, I need to play that clip somewhere in here.
Prince, look at me. Look at me in the windows to my soul. Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
But all right, let's get to episode 4. That's all I got to say about that. So yeah. Y'all, I had to turn on my ominous lights, the red Traitors lights in my house. Why am I moving like Alan Cumming? Why? But anyway, let me stop. Why they do all this drama? Like, you might as well just have reveal who you killed and let us look at the aftermath of how people gonna walk in and what they're gonna think it's speculation and all that, and then find out themselves. You know, I don't want to find out with them. I want to know already. You already gave us a break a week ago about like who you're not slicing up on that tree. What's the axeman doing there for? I guess to chop the ropes off and like chop them down from the tree or whatever. But all of them gonna be chopped down from the tree, and all of them you got them removing their mask. What in the blicky? Like, did they just walk away? Well, I guess they just walk away. Like, they're not that far from each other. So they're just like one tree, like a couple feet away from each tree, all tied up like in the same row. If they are, okay, so this is the way they cut it. They cut it from the end to the front, right? So, the end to the front. So did they just go to the person that they were going? They had to go with Ron or the Asian, what's his name? Chris, the singer. They either had to go with the singer or they had to go with Ron. Because if you go with anybody else, they're going to have to show their face. So they're going to see you ahead. So they either ahead and show their face, you know, and they revealed their face as well and told him his fate. Or they don't say any word, but they just like, you're done, basically. Or they had to do Chris that's in the back, the singer. In the back. While everybody else, you know, I would be tempted to look around, even though they say, look straight forward when you take your blindfold off. I'm like this. That knowing me. I'm gonna strain that eye till I can't strain no more, like Jeepers Creepers when he was looking down at the bus trying to see the person on the floor. Anyway, we finding out at breakfast, y'all. I'm annoyed. Why is it always Jam, Monét Exchange, Natalie, Maura? You have freaking Rob Rausch, but he's not gonna be Rausch no more. Rausch, whatever his name is. I don't care about the name. I know who the person is, and he ain't. But anyway, you know, use his looks. Yeah, your little 12 o'clock shadow look good or whatever, boy. But you still an F boy. Little ash-nish F boy at that. And I can never forget that. I could never unsee that once I saw. Yeah. Yeah, crash out is necessary. He runs from confrontation on top of that, y'all. I hope y'all know that, right? Yeah, you know you're gonna be robbed for the rest of this time because obviously the robs are out because you couldn't handle another rob actually having some brains, and all you could deliver was brawn and a little cute little freaking angel tissue face or whatever. Yeah, because you want people to kiss your way. I don't know if that even made sense, but still. You ain't got that much going on other than like, oh, I catch snacks. I'm from Alabama. And after that, it's like he's hot. But that don't mean he not a traitor. Natalie finally barely got some clothes on now. I mean, she at least don't got the stomach out, leg. I don't know. Did she have the legs out? I ain't see because she walked around the table. But she still got all the breasts sitting out. And obviously, there had to be a real push-up bra because the thing was flat in the mug. You know, when she wore that shirt that was flat in the mug. So she got something on that pushing the mess out of her freaking cranial in there. It's like, nah, caving in her chest to lift them joints up. The blood, negative AAs, negative triple A's. She look cute though, Jam. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. That looks flaming in the wrong way. Yeah, hot and freaking look dusty too, like you had it in the closet for like 15 years too, and you just dusted off, took it to the cleaners and all that. It gives me mothballs smell. Yeah, Maura, she looked cute. She changed her wig and everything. I see that. Why Steven walk in the daggone room and he was like, where's the salmon? If I was him, if I was everybody, I'd be like, excuse me, we're here, we're alive, no fake reaction. He's like, look, I'm from LA, Laguna Beach. What is the One Tree Hill? You know the only guy we know from One Tree Hill. Grew up now and all that. He looking real good, older too. But we don't know him from One Tree Hill. All these little oncoming, you know, rotating, rolling rows of guests that come through there, you're not the main cast. So take that One Tree Hill off. He's part of Laguna Beach. Stefan, why you do this, Stefan? Stefan, oh my God, Stefan. Stefan with Kristen. I couldn't stand her cavalier looking at. Yeah, I cannot stand her. The little bougie girlfriend he had. Stefan. She ain't really want him, but she just wanted him only because everybody else wanted him, and she always knew that she can always get him even if they broke up. And Lauren, you was just pressed and desperate over that. Okay, let me not go. He from Laguna Beach, okay? Redo this title. Talk about some One Tree Hill. That little 2-day star role, guest role you had. But anyway. And the Hills. Additionally, the Hills. Okay? But it was another character that trumps Stefan. with his personality and his whorish ways on the hills. That was a whole nother shebang. But yeah, that was the life, the times of MTV, BT, all that. But yeah, I would still be looking at you like, you don't see me right here. I made it. I'm alive. And you just gonna ask where the salmon at? It was like right there. Because of course it's got to be Miss I can't even say her name. Monét. Dang, I cannot even say her name right now. The drag queen. You know it's gotta be her. Like sexing on all these boys. Okay. All right, next. Hey y'all, the boo joined. Oh, yes, finally he's here. Tell him your name for the first time if they don't know who you are.
The guy.
What is your name? Stop being okay. But anyway, so Candiace, Tara, they looking like little mini me, yin and yang or whatever, with their little cute little French hat, even though they're in Scotland. But they come in, and who's behind them? Michael Rapaport. And of course, because everybody was saying Ron, of course, if the traitors want us to think that he's a traitor, they'll keep Ron. He'll be the person that's obviously going to be staying. If you don't kill me, I'ma find out. I swear, I promise I will find you. I was cracking up laughing at that part. Yeah, I got work. But anyway, this fool, I mean, you know, they already said, okay, Ron, oh, of course you're here. And he still got his little, you know, 1989 Coogee sweater channel. And he was basically, because, you know, they questioned him just like Carolyn from the last season was getting questioned by the table. And she was just like, yeah, boobs or something. So she made sure, the producers made sure this season that all the traitors were there and observed everything that was happening, because they questioned Ron down. It was like, what's the sound? What it look like? What you hear? It was like, I heard footsteps. It was like, how many you think it was? I think it was like 3. Sound like 3 footsteps. He was like, and it was very, very light. Like real light. The tiniest steps ever. The only person I could think of with the tiniest little bird in the house, not the bird, is and they kept flashing back to Maura and freaking Candiace, Maura, and literally Candiace is wearing Tweety Bird color when he said bird. So everybody's just thinking like, oh shoot, it's Candiace. He said Maura, so you're still here alive and you still wrong. Like, god dang, brother ill. Yeah. But it was like, yeah, they chopped me from the tree. They told me I begged for my life. I mean, they say I killed him. Nah, he ain't beg for his life. He was the one that's like two out of the rest of them. He was so like, you better kill me. I swear, if you don't kill me, I'ma find out and I'ma get you. I swear. You don't even know nothing. She don't know nothing. If y'all got it, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all know the show that she don't even know nothing. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you know, just keep watching television. You'll understand where I got that from. But yeah, it was funny as crap. All right, let's get back to this because they asking him some more questions. Young, they just tried Michael Rapaport. Yeah. They just said, so Michael, who were you walking around with outside last night? Who was you walking around with?
I have a question though. Does Alan stay in his outfit when he comes up to the turret, or does he change?
Answer the man's question.
I have no clue.
Oh, why are you laughing, dude?
Because I know what he's trying to do.
Why are you laughing? Jeez.
Just answer it. Let us know.
He was like, they was like, cat got your tongue? Like, you always talking. Why you ain't talking at the table today? Who was you trading that last night with? Trading around the woods with? Who was you walking with? And he just laughed. He was like, nah, I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to chill and be cool because, you know, we trying to change his attitude. He said, oh, his whole entire life. You've been feeling your whole entire life on your attitude. But in the chill mode. So I guess he took heed of whatever Tiffany was saying. They must have had some after hours on the way to the hotel because we know they don't sleep in the goddamn castle. On the car ride back was like, look, chill out, please. Cause you got my name on the line being connected to you. You know, Rob gone, Ian gone. All I got is you now, okay? Chill out, please. I believe you. I do think it's yeah. All right, but chill out. And wait till we build a case up. So he just like, no, I'm just trying to sit back and chill. They was like, yeah, we got to make sure we ask these questions to the next people to come in. Here go Rob. Who? You talking too much? Who? I'm just saying, how many people? I got excited because I'm really getting excited because I really want to ask this question. Who is going to be on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that, and talk about this episode right here when Rob kept opening his goddamn mouth? And then all I think I'll be like, he played a game. He played it all right. He acting like a faithful. He's like, we got to be chill. We got to be calm. You're sounding like you're saying, let's not question no more. Because you're trying to make your fellow trader that's about to come through the door comfortable so they won't be grilling them the same way. So we got to be chill. Now I'm looking at you like, why we got to be chill for? We ain't the traders. We can do all the questions we want. It's breakfast time. This is when you get all the most freaking brain food and get your thoughts before we do these missions. Because you know our brain is mush after these missions and we don't be thinking about nothing at the round table because it be going that daggone fast. This is the time to freaking brainstorm everything and all of us to get our stuff out and for people to slip up in the morning because it be so goddamn early in the morning. Like me, I say don't talk to me till after 10:30 so you can catch them people slipping, okay? Rob, you're looking hot. You keep talking. You're trying to take a little bit of Candiace, a little playbook because you've been all quiet, so you're not trying to be so quiet, just like Michael Rapaport said. All right, that was my little rant. Okay, back. Yeah, Lisa Rinna come in there like, oh, yeah. Oh, thank the Lord. And this is the actress that they think is the A-list actress. You've been on an A-list soap opera, like, you know, but your acting skills is not good. The last time you was like, oh, I knew, oh my God, I knew it was her. Oh, no. And then you said when Rob C was murdered and he didn't come to freaking breakfast the last episode, you was all like, oh no. Oh no. That was your acting? And thank the Lord. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank you, Lord. And then you go all the way to the front and sit by my girl Tiffany. And then they ask you, so what did you go through? You know, what happened? What did you see last night? And she was like, okay, let me get some coffee first.
Tea.
Coffee, tea, water, anything hot, something to distract you guys from thinking about asking me anything, because I'm trying to eat a little bit. That was nervous tendencies right there. I need something palpable in my mouth. I need to taste something before I gotta think and drink and gulp and think about the line. I gotta drink something so I can gulp the nervousness down so I can think about lying about something. And that right there would have been red flag for me. These fools instead, she gave a whole dramatic, they had to tie my hands and then they pull me. Tie my hands and they pull me. And then they put me on this, I think it was a maple tree. They put me like, nobody thinking, it smell kind of syrupy right here. You know, girl, you about to catch yourself up. They was like, what is going on? Rob was looking like, when you talk about maple tree, he was like, Candiace was like this, trying to fork her food, but she was like, and she was shaking. They was like, what did she get stumped at? What part did she get stumped at?
No, the axe.
No, she got stumped out about the was it gold or something like that? Or what was it? Who was in front of you? Like, was anybody? Did you see anybody? She was like, I seen what was it? Colton was looking like, oh, it was too many. And she shook with it too. The biscuit, please, and some 3 eggs, please. 3 eggs and a biscuit, and can you put a little bit of jam on it? I need some more tea. The henchman. They was like, and was he wearing a gold mask? I try to throw a color out there so she could be like, yeah. Because they already know from last season, they already threw stupid Tom, going to throw the daggone answers out there for Carolyn to be like, yeah, boots, and jacket, all that, everything you said, yup. And it was like, dummy, why did you do that? We wanted her to daggone ask, tell us, why did you give up that information? He was like, because I seen that she was struggling. Duh, because she's a traitor fool. Go in the car and wait for us in the mission. Like, that's how I really felt, really. But they ain't got no dummies this time. Natalie be grilling. Like, girl, between your eggs and, I don't even know if y'all get the regular scrambled eggs. Between your little boiled eggs and your salmon cakes and all the other stuff you eating, you up there freaking, being able to think of these, rapid fire questions and stuff. That is funny as crap. Like, she be on it. She's on it. She was like, I thought they was going to get rid of me. Because she was like, I was begging for my life. And I was like, no, I am a good, faithful, and you can use me. Girl, you just refurbished the speech that the other people gave. And then thought it was going to work for you. Daddy was like, well, if you were good, faithful, that don't make sense. They would want to get rid of you because you're a great, faithful. So why would they need to use you? Why would you be of any value to them? And she was like, oh, yeah. Didn't think that one through. Used the wrong speech. Because I just thought they was going to get rid of me. And Natalie was basically like, okay, noted. Go on with the story. And then after all that, literally, you have
comedian.
I think his name Eric, the Olympic skater.
Oh.
And who was he by? Colton or whatever? Oh no, he was by Stephen. And he was all talking like, Ron didn't mention the axe. You would think that would be something, a huge thing to mention, because that was a big detail and description that he just chose not to tell us about. Because she was like, what about you, Ron? Threw it back on. What about you? How was it for you? He was like, yes, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, you just pretty much describe everything I think. Except for you ain't say the axe wrong. Now these fools still on the wrong path and going after Ron. Well, when y'all dumb egg be after Rob after Ron is voted out eventually, y'all gonna go back and circle back to Lisa and all that shakiness. All right, let's continue. So we just went to the commercial when we trying to find out who came back, who's the last two. Is between Caroline and Kristen Kish. She's dry. She's boring. The only thing they talked about was how she cut that freaking bread to butter it with that big butcher knife. That's all we saw, and that's it. And Mama Kelce, you like America's mom, and giving her that brand and title her daggone self, because America's mom is Angela Bassett. American mom is Jennifer Williams. American mom is Loretta Devine. America's mom is Lynn Whitfield. Yeah, that's America's
Sexy
mom.
Red.
So delete everything he just said. But you know what I'm saying? Who branded that title? I even give the freaking Misery Lady America's mom. She played America's mom in a couple of classic films. But anyway, so Eric is not Eric. What is the singer? Chris? I believe that's his. He's Chris or Eric. I keep always mixing him up with the Olympic skater. But he came back the singer. I'm like, okay, yeah, he was nothingness. I feel like I think it's going to be Carolyn. And I kept saying Salt Lake City. I think she's from Dubai. And now she's on a different show as well on Bravo because they canceled the Dubai, Housewives of Dubai show. But whatever. Salt Lake City, Dubai, all the same genre of yarn. But anyway, he said that he heard a particular laugh. And why is they kept looking? I mean, obviously they're going to look at the Traitors. But obviously he's going to scan the whole room. And he said, I'm going to keep this cards close to my chest and observe the rest of the day. But I had a particular laugh. And he said, I think, because they asked him, how many Traitors you think it was? He was like, I think 2. So, okay, that's good. They put 2 in the atmosphere because if they said 3, oh, baby. But let's see what this stupid face Maura about to make. Oh my God. Talk about, that is way better than the red murder that, you know, the overacting that Danielle Reyes and Carolyn and all them did in the church, yeah, the red wedding. This Woodsy murder right here, the way they did Carolyn was crazy. She is the one that's murdered, and they reveal themselves, and freaking Candiace face is like this. She's in character, holding the little, and then Carolyn was like this. I mean, yeah, Carolyn was just like, with her inflatable lips, like, oh my gosh. And she was like, Rinna, you, Rinna was like, and she was like, why me? Out of all people, out of all of them, why me? And Candiace was like, because you talk too much. And I was like, pot kettle much? Talk too much? Girl, please, give me the next excuse. That's what I would have been saying back. But she was like, you talk too much. And she was like, wow, I thought we was really bonding. What Candiace say? Sorry about that. Oh, so sorry. Basically like that. Oh, girl. Oh, you did? Thought it was. Oh, sorry. And Lisa was like, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Carolyn. Back to Dubai you go. And she was like, I guess I'll see you again sometime out of the house. Maybe BravoCon or something. She was like, no, you won't. I thought we was bonding. You thought wrong. Go back to Dubai. Okay, I see y'all at BravoCon. You won't. Damn. So the last one they questioned is Kristen Kirsch, and she basically said like they was circling around her, and it felt like the ceremony was forever because they asked her how long was the ceremony. She was like I felt like it was forever, and she said basically I felt like it was like 3 or maybe like 4, you know, during the ceremony or whatever. And Tiffany thinks it's Jam Jam. It has Jam Jam, Ron, and Michael Rapaport all over it. But she said, I don't want to be the one that called them out on anything. I want to lead other people to call them out on it. But I believe that's the direction. Like, I believe they were the ones. You're all the way wrong. But you're not wrong to feel the way you feel. Because it's looking sus. And with the recipe of last season, you would think that it would be a gamer in the Traitors tour. So, mission time. Colton! Colton, you better sit your I ain't gonna say nothing else down, but you better sit your butt down. I'm just saying. Talk about some Tiffany. Oh, I meant to say Tiffany. Dang, was you and Candiace? I mean, that could look a little schemy. If I was at the daggone breakfast table and I'm like, yeah, y'all slick. Got the matching outfits almost. It almost look a little matchy over there. All you had to do was put the little beret over your head too with the little green shoes just like her. Y'all look like y'all went to the same exact place, but y'all picked slightly different colors, but it was still like, you know, still on par for the same course or whatever. That's giving a little bit of, you wanna match in plain sight and people still don't think we traitors? If I was thinking about it deeply. But Colton, he come over there with Monét, exchange Rob, because you know he gotta always be around Rob. She gotta always be around Rob. And of course Mark, all the good looking people together. You know, doing a little exercise outside the castle where I feel good outside. And he going over there to I want to take a big swing and go for Tiffany, because Tiffany running this thing. She gave a half-faced speech about Ian and all this other stuff, and she killed Ian, and then Rob, you know, in plain sight and all the, you know, he don't know about the plain sight, but killed Rob too and all that. She's the one killed in the game, and she wants control. Her thing is control. Where does she have control at? What did she say? I want control in her season at all? I think you just did like little quick highlights of her time on Big Brother, because nothing about her personality says she wants to control anybody. If anything, she wants to basically let you lead yourself into the decision she would make, which is you think is control, but it's like, no, I'm giving you free spirit. I'm just dropping these little niblets in your ear, and then you'll eventually get to the same thing or decision or truth that I see. But I'm allowing you to see it, because if I tell you and I'm just shoving it down your throat and telling you, no, we need to do, then I'll be controlling. She's not that type of game player. So it's like, ew, sit down somewhere. Worry about not ever again in your life debuting no daggone pearl, little small choker tie that you had on that you thought hit. It did not hit. You look baggy. You look tight with the neck, and you look baggy all the way around. Good thing you have a face. Okay, but them blonde highlights, you could tone it down a little bit too. Tone that down and tone it all down on my girl Tiffany. Like, please. Brother ill. You need to get another man out. Oh, it's been 2 men out. But, you know, he getting a little scared or whatever. But still, like literally, Carolyn just went. That's another woman right there. So you try and go for 2 for 2? 2 men out, so let's get another woman out. Well, I'm taking a big swing, and I'm not going out like no beat. No, you are. You will be going out like a biatch. You know, you will be. All right. That's it for that. What you think? Yeah, honey had to take a break, so it's me again. Yo, so they're at the mission, and basically they got split up into groups, and they have these huge statues, like these huge like wooden like beast looking statues, like that was the old king from, you know, Titan, whatever, Lower Titan days or something like that. But anyway, it was Scotland. But they had 10 beasts that's basically on stilts, wooden stilts, and they literally have to team up, go follow these little creepy old Blair Witch Project type of freaking voodoo. You lost me at that voodoo doll trail. And then they'll direct you to the spears that's hanging from the trees. You get the spear, run all the way back to the front, out of the woods to the front, stab the beast. Every spear that goes into the beast, it will be lit on fire, because I think you light it and just stab the spear. I think at the end it's got to be lit on fire. But anyway, every time you stab the beast, you literally have to say the name of the person of the shield. You do not want to have the shield. I think it's like 21 players or something like that now, since Carolyn went out. You know, she went back to Dubai, because I ain't gonna see your way at BravoCon. That's what Rinna said. I know. And he said it's 10 people that could be up for elimination. You know what I mean? Like that. Like everybody like, what? 10 of them. 10 of y'all. Let's go. So Monét thinks that in a little itch in the back of her thumb, in the head, whatever, I don't know what, you know, what do you call it, that she used. But she basically said that I think Rinna is a traitor. I've been thinking that about her. I ain't gonna even hold you. So I don't even want to be partnered with her, because I'm trying to like like take her shield out of the equation and see how many days she gonna keep coming back with. Hallelujah, thank the Lord. But she was begging, literally with her eyes, for him to partner up with her. He was like, so she's my partner now. Plans change. And I forgot to say it before. Yes, in the car, he spilled the tea to Candiace and Tara in the car. And even Monét, it spilled the beans. And who was there? 2 traitors out of the 3 were in the car, and he was just looking like, bro, that was bro code talk. You gonna put that name out there or put him out there already? He already said he was afraid to daggone, like he putting himself on the line, and you already putting him out there for everybody. But anyway, Candiace was like, I'm not ready for Tiffany to go. She's a mother. She's strong. I like her. She like me. I'm building, rapport with her, a relationship with her. Nah, that's person in my favor. Nah, she's not done yet. Let's see how this mission goes. 25 minutes to win 25,000. Yay. These girls in the housewives get paid 80, some of them, because that's just some short stuff. It's some that's making way more per episode, but it's some that's making 80,000 per episode. I don't think 25,000, they just like, yeah, we're gonna put it to the charity, okay? They need to do like Big Brother. When you win the season, you donate it to the charity of your choice. The Celebrity Big Brother, I think they do that. Or you win some money, I think it was like that. They donated to the charity of their choice, so they got a good percentage donated to the charity of their choice. And obviously, they already paying them to be on the show, obviously. So yeah. Yeah, they should do something like that when it comes to the celebrity thing. But, they Z-listers, so, But they still making money, even though they Z-listers, making money regardless. So, this should be some charity situation involved with this. Regular A people need to be the one making more money. You need to already start that off at Big Brother amounts of money. Yeah, that was everything. Yeah, they try to, they up there trying to figure out, because of Monét exchange, in the car after she had that exchange with her dreamboats, Rob and Colton, she would follow them to the moon and back. She was all like, between Michael and Tiffany, which one you want to go? Tiffany? Lisa Rinna, she don't care. She heartless as I don't know what. She don't care. She is not a girl's girl whatsoever. She's not a girl's girl. Like the lady said, you're just evil. You're a bully. You're the only one in Hollywood, like the biggest bully in LA, in Hollywood, basically. And I believe it. Like, I believe it now. Like, literally, you just like, yeah, Tiffany. Dang, you ain't gonna even put up a fight. He was asking Candiace, and Candiace was like, I'm not gonna even say anything about putting anything, because the confrontation she just had off the battle between her and the little situation, I'm not saying nothing that's going to expose me in any way or act like I even agreed to this decision. She just was sitting there mute. He asked Candiace, he asked, I think it was Steven and all that, and Lisa Rinna. And he was like, Tiffany, yeah. And she was just like, yeah, I'm not particularly screaming Tiffany name out there, whatever, especially over Michael's big A. Should have stuck it in his. And then don't tell me, y'all stupid people, that's gonna be like, y'all flip-floppy A people, oh, you want to speak up to talk about something, don't put it in Rob, don't put it in the housewife. You should have said right then and there, put it in Michael's. That would have been easy. Why you ain't say nothing, Candiace? But you want her to stay on mute because she ain't have to do all that. Just like people was saying, she ain't have to do all that. When she said, no housewives, or no, not Rob. Like, Rob is not a housewife. Why she even speaking on that? Just let it happen. Gamers respected it. Housewives respected it. So shut up. Like, literally, Tiffany went on a rant. She said, they said, who they say they just took out the shield? Who they stabbed and burned on fire and took the shield from? They said, it's you, Tiffany. I know that they not. I know the F they didn't. She said, oh, hold on, bitch. She said, oh, put it on one of them pluckers over there. We gonna do the same thing. her the honors. Ain't no hesitation. We ain't making no group decision. I'm gonna put it on one of them motherfuckers, and she already know who was the head of that snake. She said, "On guard!" I walked over there, "On guard!" I'm doing a marching noise. And she said, "Huh, Monét!" and yelled that name out, belched that name out. Like, ho, I know you didn't just the F put that on my, like, you know, lit me on fire, took away the shield. So now I'm up for murder. Oh, but watch. Watch. I'm doing the same thing to your mom plugging in. See how I feel. Monét! I want you to hear with all my heart and my soul, the beast inside. The beast that I'm burning and the beast inside me that you just pulled up out of me. And I want you to know, yeah, I did that. That's going to be funny. But I wonder if that's going to come back to bite her at the round table. Or if it's going to be a tit for tat. They both got their little thing out or whatever. Or he's still going to be gunning for her because she did that to him. Monét is giving me flip-floppy in group activity. I'm sorry. I thought you was going to be a little stronger, you know. Like your own mind or whatever. But I feel like you're just following the D that you want. Let's be clear. I feel like you're just following the train of the D that you want and the girlies that you only talk to and only like. Let's be clear. This is going to be good. Why is Michael Rapaport not grasping? Alan Cumming said he's not quite grasping that you only have to say a person's name once. Tara! He running back in the woods. Tara! 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 She was like, I got it, Michael. I got it, Michael. I heard you. Tara! 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 Yeah, Tara! Yeah. It's funny. He said, I already know that I was going to be up every time. Because I'm Michael Rapaport. Man, what that mean? Tara! Tara! I'm annoyed that, like, you killed me. If I was Tiffany, I'd be doing the same thing as Michael Rapaport. I'd be like, Monét! 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 Why they running back with a spear? Monét, Monét, Monét! You can only kill me once! Monét, Monét, Monét! You can only kill me once! Monét! Who you gonna kill? Who you gonna kill next? Monét, who you gonna kill next? Since you kill me? Like, I gotta be so freaking annoying. The mission is gone. I kill everybody on her team first with them spears. And then after that, I'd be following them around for the rest of the time. Just annoying the mess out of them, yelling their ear. Petty mode activated. Michael Rapaport is so stupid. I cannot believe you said that Alan Cumming on camera on NBC, or Peacock coming on NBC. Guess you trying to get it all out of the way before it come to NBC. Cummings. Not surprised. Yeah. Rob just ended up throwing Maura Higgins on his daggone shoulder and running her up the hill with the spear in his hand and her on the other shoulder. She was like, I mean, he was saying, I understand. Come on. I understand that, you know, Maura always, you know, look for Rob to help protect her and shield her and carry her through the missions. But come on. Dorinda hasn't had a ride in a long time and she deserves one too. And then he go, he do like this. She hasn't had a ride in a long time and she deserves one too. Like, Alan, you are not slick. You're not slick. That was funny. And Candiace told, she shouldn't have never told Lisa Rinna, but I guess she's trying to still pay her back from putting her name out there. And that's why when we probably going to get the clip of them in the turret, you know, I saw the preview. She was like, I wish I was less such and such if my name wasn't out there. It's like, girl, you can't come back and say my name wasn't out there if I already apologized the first time. And I've been walking it back and never said your name again. You can't then come up and create another reason about the first day drama. Like, girl, bye. But anyway, she told her, she was like, Monét said your name. I don't like that. I don't like that. You can't do nothing about it either. Because everybody, I'm sure Monét said that to somebody else. If you get rid of her. Kristen, Kish, you're really worthless. You really are showing you're worthless. Like, you had a decision to make, you and Colton and Mark. And actually, this time, Mark actually showed up and actually said, you know, they let him get the spear, and because he dug up the spear, the last spear, and they're running. Natalie and them, all the team running back, because they wanted to see who that spear was going into. And he was just trying to ask which one. It's between Jam, and it's between Dorinda. And Dorinda stressed. She was like, oh God. And Yam thinking the same thing. I think he went the easy way out and did Dorinda. I feel like he did the Dorinda the easy way out, but we're going to see whether it's Jam or not. Jam is going out like a biatch, unlike Colton. He did not choose Dorinda. He didn't punk out and just choose Dorinda. So, freaking Jam, whatever name you want to use for him. I'm used to Jam, but Yam, y'all want to use this for the game, Yams. He up there crying. Excuse me, nobody else was doing all that crying. Now you want to use these freaking victim noise tears. Shout out to Cody. BB19 Cody. You want to use these victim tears, literally, to this victim cry. And then you're not going to be killed. No, Tiffany, nobody said your name all day. Oh, thank you. Thank you, safe person, shielded person, that nobody said your name all day. You know, that is funny as crap. So we have Yam, Tiffany, Tara, Steven, Johnny, Ron, who else am I missing? Maura, Lisa, Monét, and I'm missing another person, Tiffany. All 10 people up for murder. That's a lot to choose from. And here go Yam. Like, you a gamer, Tiffany a gamer. Yeah, you won, she didn't win, but her brain was circulating way more. You just got off the backs of literally Carolyn helped keep you in this game, because you would have been out way before, and she kept thinking that y'all were like this the whole time. You was scheming behind her back, but she was still going further, finding extra things that kept both of y'all safe, and you just chose to go with her at the end because it was like she found all the little advantages and stuff. So might as well. I was trying to get rid of her, but let me go through with all this. And then the bitter jury, or a jury that didn't respect her game and couldn't understand and figure out who she really was or in the game, and they thought it was like you being a mastermind, she got robbed, and that's why you won. Tiffany was clearly the mastermind of her season, and it was a phenomenal black win for Big Brother house that was buried, like executed, you know, to the T. So she is more of a threat. She is more of a threat to get rid of. So you up there crying, make some noise, Lisa Rinna was like, why is he crying? It's fake tears, he crying fake tears or whatever. Yes, I'm over you too. Like, oh, had the nerve to talk about everybody else that was feeling some type of way, but now on the side, I'm gonna say the same thing that you said to Mom Donna at the table, because you gave her I'm gonna need you to say something more to you know, defend yourself. You ain't gonna make it to the table. Well, you are gonna make it to the table, but you're already gonna be murdered tonight. I'm gonna be murdered. Rapaport. What the heck is... I'm sorry, I'm eating fish sticks at the same time, y'all. But he's just like this. And the camera got to get the angle of all the freaking food in his mouth. Why do we need to see that? That one had nothing to do with the game. Get the guy back on camera off of Rapaport and his nasty eating habits, please. Yeah, This is disgusting. Okay, I'm eating fish sticks. This already fishy. I don't need to see that. Yeah, spaghetti. I know that's right, Candiace. She said, don't be closing no doors around here. Colton bolted out of there with his snitch ass. Talking about some jam. I know she be smiling in your face and all that. That's the premise of the game. Everybody's smiling in your face and killing you at night and murdering you and banishing you and putting the votes on you and going with the rest of the group to just get anybody out that's not a traitor or turn on a traitor as well. That's the name of the game. Everybody's fake in this game. And once you was riding in the car with them, okay? Probably telling you fake information about their life in the car as well. I'm talking about something smiling in your face, yam, but she's dogging your name behind. Dogging your name by stating facts of like, you're not all the way wrong, Mike. Shut your dumb ass up. Candiace was like, why are we switching? This is what happened to Porsha. Like, we getting sidetracked with this and we was on wrong. What are we doing? It's a mess. Oh my God. This better not be the explosive fight that they talking about. Like, this is the most explosive fight that was ever mentioned or ever happened in Traitors, history, because this is not explosive, but this is like a mama game read, like a reading for that A of like, let me take you to Gamer 101 tutorial school on that A. Yeah, Colton just like, Tiffany, you're the traitor that I want to get out tonight. And she was like, her mouth was like, hold on. First of all, I got a shock face because I'm surprised you even mentioned my name. And he was like, it's nerve-wracking to even come out and do this, and I'm still kind of nervous. And she was like, you struggling tonight right now, but go ahead, proceed. And then he get his little fake thoughts out, didn't present no facts whatsoever. He just sort of like, you told me, Ron, throwing her all the way under the bus with her ally, because Ron thought he was kind of connecting, and she kind of stuck up for him when Natalie was all like, show me your eyes. Are you a traitor? And she was like, Natalie, what's that's going to do? And he thought he had a little something, some kind of rapport with her. And then Michael trusted her with his life. And now he's probably replaying in his mind the whole cage interaction and all that other stuff. And like, what's going on? And probably felt some type of way. He was putting his head down like, oh my God, the person that gave me this information to like chill out and all that. And the person I only trusted in the game, and now I can't trust because she talking about something. She thought I was a traitor the whole time. Like, oh, like he felt heartbroken. That's what it looked like. Meanwhile, we just keep seeing Singer, Chris, Eric. I don't know. I keep forgetting one. He's forgettable. The only reason why they keep showing his face is because he ain't never mentioned it. He held on to the piece of evidence about the laugh that he heard from the Traitors. So he was just putting his head down like, oh, like I already know this argument that like this is going nowhere, because he said he's going to let the table lead first because he don't want to come out with information and then look stupid and lead him in the wrong direction. But he was just like, it was eating him up alive that he couldn't just say what he wanted to say. Tiffany gathered the mess out of Colton. She was like, just because I think 2, 3, 4, 5 moves ahead does not make me a traitor. Just because I am a gamer and I would never go after a gamer. Ian and Rob were my number 1s and 2s. They were my number 1s. Like Ian first, and then Rob when Ian, got murdered. So she was like, so I'm just snitching on my fellow traitors too. That's what I'm going to do for snitching on my traitor. He said, so you admit you are a traitor? So you admit you are? No. She was like, I just know I'm smarter than you. He was like, so you're smarter than me, so you admit that you're a traitor. I'm smarter than you. That's what I said. Smarter than you. You heard my words. And she was like, anyway, because she's like, you threw Jam under the bus and all that. And she was all like, yes, I did mention Ron. Get Ron first or whatever. Like, and because that's like a house unanimous vote. And then Michael, and then I think obviously Yam is the like the leader of the pack far as the Traitors. I believe that, because I would never go out with the gamer. but he will. He was like, I wouldn't never go after a gamer either because I'm a faithful. And she was like, oh, okay. I think you're lying. I think you are a traitor, but that's cool. I didn't even say you were a traitor. I just said that you would go after a gamer, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Colton. But when you talking to me now, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Colton. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Colton anyway, because I'm not finished saying what I got to say to him. Anyway, Colton. I was like, dang. And she grilled the mess out of him. She said what she said to Colton and said, now I'm talking to you. And he was like, I don't like the way you talking, but okay. I'm just letting you know. Boy, you ain't had nothing to say. All that waiting, all that stuff that you had in your brain while she was still grilling Colton and dragging him for filth. She was like, I know that I am smarter than you. He was all like, she was like, write my name down then. Write my name. Jam. You cannot do the same thing that you did with Michael. Since you said, write your name down, you cannot do the same thing. It was played out the first time you said it, but some people took it. You did that, but you cannot repeat the second time. Okay, you want me to write your name? Could we write the name right now? And then she was all like, okay, write it. Because you're going to be wrong today, just like you were wrong the other times. You're going to be wrong, and it will be a big loss. She was like, either I'm going to get banished tonight as a faithful, or I'm going to get murdered tonight as a faithful. But either way, it's going to be a huge loss. That was funny. And then Ron talked about something, you're all over the place. And Maura grilled him. She was like, what? It was like, Colton, I'm sorry, before that, Colton was like, he just couldn't get his words together or nothing. She was dragging him for filth. And then he was like, oh, I write your name down right now. How do you, what do you spell it with 2 F's? She said Tiffany, like the company. She was like, yeah. And then Maura was like, Ron, you're all over the place too. You're saying my name. Girl, you wouldn't pipe up unless he didn't say your name. And then you look kind of guilty. Talking about something, let's get Ron out. Let's get Ron out. Let's get Ron out after somebody told you that he said your name. That look a little bit of guilt. T as well. And he also talked about some light footsteps. I heard light footsteps, Maura. And she was all like, what? He was like, I'll take the compliment, but you know, you're full of it. You did the same thing to Porsha. You're not about to do the same thing to me. He was all like, I would like to finish saying what I'm saying without, you know, basically get cursed out. Like, can I finish my sentence? She was like, go ahead. You're talking shot. But go ahead. You did the same thing with Porsha. You're not about to do the same thing with me. And she was like, the privilege of it all for her. It's like, we're all going to go through the same thing, girl. Your time has come, though. So, girl, chill out a little bit. You're doing too much. But yeah, let's see, because then Eric, I think his name Eric, or Chris. You know, the singer. Whatever. Y'all correct me. But anyway, I don't actually. He's nothing that's in this game. I'm sorry. But and then did Kirsten even speak? I didn't even hear Monét speak. You up for murder, girl. Why wouldn't you speak more at the table so that you won't be an option? Okay. This is the time you're supposed to speak more, so you won't be an option for murder, because you have to have some reason why they will still keep you around. But anyway, everybody effing up. Let's see who he's going to say the laughter that he heard when he made his grand speech about if you was to keep me alive, I would help you and all that other stuff. And I heard a laugh, because they just keep pointing to the traitors. But is he going to say something ridiculous like Mark or something? I wonder. We're about to find out. Oh my gosh. Tiffany. You got me shedding tears. When people cry, I cry. Oh my gosh. And the way that Candiace could not deal with the dragon and the lashings, even as like, that might have been showing her little slip a little bit by her getting so emotional, because she know, the guilt of it all. But also they probably like see her bonding with Tiffany as well. And so she probably felt some way about it, like she did about Porsha, and she's still holding a grudge because she's still focused on Ron. And Ron's like, look, at this point, exonerate me or send me home. Okay. with 2 R's. No, 2 N's. That's what I meant. 2 N's. Oh. R-O-N. Like Captain Ron movie. But anyway, Tiffany, I'm sure she probably thought when she came on the show, like, everybody be crying and being so dramatic and all that other stuff. And then she felt the weight of the round table. Like, you see this from TV and you just like, oh, I wouldn't be, da, 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 da. And you're there and you see, like, literally the money, the chance draining from your, you know, like draining out of you. And not draining out of you. You see the money, like, leaving your hands, basically. Just off the piggybacking that's happening at the table. And Tiffany, I believe it was you, Eric says. So she said his name, so, because she said Colton and Eric try to lead a thing against me. And he was like, I'm pretty sure that's 100%. That was, you're not 100%. So basically, if Tiffany is voted out and she's also going to be a faithful, then what, you going to go to the next black girl, Candiace, that's left? Like, if it wasn't you, it had to be her. This is dumb. I think they're literally going to get rid of Ron just because it's going to be more compelling arguments for Ron. But if they get rid of Tiffany, that is crazy work. Crazy work. And I know that Rob was looking, and Lisa Rinna, because she's a cold-blooded biatch and she do not care as long as it's not her name. She was just looking, her and Rob was looking like, oh my God, Candiace. Like, let it just be Tiffany. Let us get out of this table and let it be Tiffany. You about to make it worse and start letting them look at other people. Like, come on. But she had to, nah, I understand her in that moment. She was like, don't you cry. You better not cry, Tiffany. You do not cry. And it's funny because it's like, the roles reversed. You would think Tiffany would have been saying that to Candiace, you know, getting condemned and all that. But it was her that was saying it to Tiffany at that time. Because, you know, Candiace been through a lot of rapid fire, like just everybody gang on her at the table things, like questioning like this. So she used to it. But a gamer is not used to this confrontation. Tiffany not used to that confrontation. She used to people that's logical, that can go through the game, you know. And he said, it's 100% your voice. He was like, well, I'm a singer. He was like, I'm a singer, so I deal with, she was like, well, you want to consider another career then. Hence the reason why you're probably here on this show right now, to revive some career you think you're going to have. But it's dead, so you're trying to repop out here in these streets. But she was like, I'm sorry. I know it might have come off harsh because it's personal to me. This is a game. I normally wouldn't respond like this, but I'm taking it personal. So that's how I'm responding. I'm sorry for that, but I'm just letting you know that I am not a traitor. I am a faithful, basically. And I really do need this money. And she started tearing up. I was like, no. And then they ganged up on Ron. And I'm just like, Candiace have no care though, because you did that to a black woman to begin with. So she said, I'm on your ass. She said that, and she meant that, because I would have been down for you, Ron. I would have did Michael before you. But the fact that you had a black woman come out there, and now you talk about, like, you trying to push the Tiffany out there too, right along with everybody else. Nah, not on my watch, basically. But let's see. Colton gotta go. He just gotta go. So they all unanimously, all these lying, scheming, so freaking brainwashed hoes. Even your girl Natalie, she's not a true one. Natalie and Yam Yam will sell you up the river. They will both sell you up the river. They're not true ones. I would not F with her outside the game. I'm sorry. The game or not. The way that you saw each and every last person, like literally up in my face all day, flip-flop on me. Kristen Kirsch, trash. Like, you're, what are you in this game for? You was talking to me and you was just basically saying, yeah, I think I've been thought Yam and Ron and all. I've been was thinking that. I was thinking da-da-da-da-da ever since. Scheming with me earlier out in the garden for you to just all of a sudden, oh, I heard a laugh and he knows his music. Freaking Rom, he knows his music. He definitely knows his music. Trying to give him some freaking, I think he always never liked Leah after the fact that she had him jump in the pool and cry under the freaking, under the pool wall. And she used to insult the mess out of him. He could not deal with confrontation. So the way that Tiffany just went around it and I'm not now and I'm to everybody. So I think you might want to get in another industry then, brother, because you had the wrong tone over here. The way that she did that, he always had this little fake, like, I want to be the hero to the people that, I hate bullies. And at that moment, I think he would have voted for another way. But the fact that him and, like, the guys would have been looking like, didn't we talk about Tiffany? And now all of a sudden you flipping. So he's just staying with this, not flipping a switch for that reason. I understand some of the guys are just bandwagon. I already know, Monét can go to me. Like, Monét can go for me as well. Because you're not about nothing either. You're not about nothing. Like, you're a bandwagon because you just on the D so bad. So bad. And Michael Rapaport was right. It's just a bunch of, like, basically, like, bandwagon leadership, bullying in the table. Colton was like, we gotta badger them at the table in order to get more information out. It's like, so they can just rapid fire, like, curse you out. The way you're asking people things, like, literally, like, just charging them is going to make them defensive and make them just attack you at the table. It's like, you're not asking me anything. You're just telling me what I did. Like, and I'm going to say no. And then what else you have? What other information you have? But just because it's a friendship going around here, y'all, like, it don't matter what I say. Like, all the emotion she had, she was like, I really need this money. And I know someone is going to say, oh my God, she using the black single mom and child. But it's facts. If that's facts of her life, it's facts. So stop using this little, like, and I hate when black women be saying that on TikTok or anywhere about, like, oh, please don't use the single mom thing. Well, let's stop having a single mom happen in real life. Then I'll stop using the single mom thing. Like, shut the up. You're just fortunate enough you may have a freaking 2-parent household. But it's unfortunate for her. And it's not always about we just sleep with anybody and have babies and then they don't know the baby dad is. We exactly know who their A is. And they're just trash, passed away, deceased, through neighborhood, anything. Neighborhood violence, accident, all that. And widow, just single mom. Single mom does not mean I'm a baby mother because they gone. It could mean all types of things. So stop, like, putting that stigma out. Like, I hate. And it'd be the black woman that be doing it the most, especially on this freaking internet. Literally. And I know they're going to say that. I know it's going to be a bunch of talks like that. And I'm going to make sure I block the hell out them hoes. Period. Like, she went up with her held high. Candiace could not. Where was the cry angles for Candiace? She was pissed off that her makeup was blown. She just had to do like this to cover the line that was probably exposed. Like, she just at the table trying not to cry, trying not to look at Tiffany too much because she know the tears about to start rolling. And Tiffany's like, I said I was going to play this game and right, and I played it, and I'm proud of my game. And I know you guys are proud as well. And they just like, oh, here we go. He was like, I'm nervous. Look at me, bro. Look at me. We're in the same boat. She was like, yeah, y'all gonna have it. Y'all gonna live with the egg on your face, Colton and Eric. Like, you gonna live with the egg on your face. And she was like, yeah, I know y'all proud, but because you deserve it. You deserve to be proud. Because, because whenever, what she say, I believe whatever you put in the world, I forgot the quote already, but basically, like, whatever you put out there, that's what you shall receive, or something like that. She basically said, like, I was too good for you guys because I'm a faithful. Here you go. I know. I'm so sad. All the freaking speeches going around the table. I said I wasn't gonna cry. Cry on the ice, Tara. Cry on the ice. Like, you can't cry because your Botox appointment backed you up for the entire stay at the palace, and you can no longer produce tears. So get that out of my face. Steven, his eyes so tight and it looked like he got some injections too. He can't even muster a cry. The only one was crying and it was rolling was the sister, because the sister know the same struggle, the pain in her face that she felt for her and felt and towards her and all that. She felt that. Ron, your aid was saved, but now I think they literally might be out the jam before Ron. So she said, if I'm gone and I told you, jam, they might be like, well, maybe let's look into it. She's not all the way wrong. And then when she left, you're like, you know, I guess that's when Candiace have to go back to play the game or whatever. And I don't want to hear nothing about she's overly being emotional about the whole situation. Yes, that looks more of a faithful. The fact that she keeps telling y'all keep voting out faithfuls, and that's my dog. Why would a traitor act like the way I'm acting about voting out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to bat for these two women, and y'all still getting stuff wrong. And I went to war about Donna, and she was actually a traitor. And I'm going to war about Ron, and I will have egg on my face then. But that's the ninja that took my first home slice out, franchise slice out. So I was sad I was on that A, so I don't care about him. So yeah, so I don't want to hear nothing about like, oh, Candiace doing too, she should have just fell back because Tiffany was gone. Regardless, it was nothing she going. I want to say what I'm going to say regardless, because I am a human at the end of the day. F this game. I'm a human at the end of the day, and I don't like gang situation and follow the leader A situation. It's a bunch of sheep in there. Good luck, Candiace. I wouldn't trust Lisa Rinna or Rob at all. And I wonder who she gonna curse out. Let's see this little bit of leftover time, what they say. Hold up. Did Rob roll his eyes like, because she was expressing her emotion about Tiffany, it got her when she said, I'm a single mom, I really need the money and all. Because Candiace know that I come from money. I came from a two-parent household until they weren't together. But my parents fortunately have buku amounts of money, being like professional, you know, having professional careers as doctors. And I know how valuable that is to having money and having money and access for your kid to provide them with a better education. That her knowing that and what her parents was able to provide her with, that's gonna get anybody. It's more than the game. You didn't want to leave her with her head held high and not broken like that. So that was okay for her to do. The fact that he rolled his eyes and said, yeah, but you know, she was still a good choice to get out of it. Like, dang, you ain't even had one set of emotion, Rob. He was just like, yeah, so who we gonna murder, basically. Lisa Rinna was like, didn't you say he only told you till nobody else knows? She was like, I hope nobody else was told from him. Whole time he told Colton. Because Colton was talking about, yeah, Monét already said Lisa. So she was like, we can't do him. But she want to do him so bad, so it won't be on me. It won't be pinned on me. So they're looking at Tara, Steven, and Johnny, the ice figure. I kept calling him Chris or Erg. He was neither. He's still neither right now in the show, as far as it goes for real. Rob Is she cursing your way out? And it's just more facts. The way that you acting, rolling your eyes, the way you was acting at the table when she started talking for her, it's giving me she's cursing your way out at the reunion. But we gonna digress. In this video, probably the longest video right here, because I'm about to blast through this episode 5. Okay, all right, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the channel. All right, y'all, on to the next video.